You've got a baby, you need a car seat. But which one? There are tons to choose from. Hey you guys, this is Maria with TTPM and welcome to TTPM Baby's 2016 Car Seat Buyer's Guide, designed to make sure that you get the right car seat for your babe and your budget. In this video, we'll only be talking about rear-facing infant car seats and convertible car seats. Now, they're both important and both have their uses and advantages, and we'll get to those in just a moment. But just as a beginning point, if you have a newborn, you'll be looking for a rear-facing infant car seat that'll take you up through the first year. After that, you'll step up to a convertible car seat that should take you up all the way to the time when your child is riding like a big kid. We're at Babies R Us here in New York's Union Square to get a look at all the features and help take the challenge and confusion out of buying that car seat. The first thing you'll notice when you go to a store or shop online is that there are so many car seats to choose from. Take a look at all of these around here, and this isn't even all that are available. But don't worry, it may seem like overload, but we're going to break it down for you. Of course, the number one concern of all parents when buying a car seat is safety. Well, you pretty much don't have to worry there. All car seats sold in the US meet the highest current safety requirements. Because these do change and evolve, it's a good idea to buy a new car seat or one that's no more than 2 years old. However, you'll also want to research hand-me-downs or second-hand car seats carefully. You may find it easier and contribute more to your peace of mind if you just buy a brand new car seat. The other thing to bear in mind are state requirements. Now, while there are a lot of similarities in regulations between all 50 states, there are significant differences. So be sure to pay attention to your specific state's requirements. These mostly have to do with height, weight, and age for when different types of seats and restraints are required. You'll want to pay attention though, because you could find yourself with a fine or points on your license if you don't comply. Okay, so you've done all your homework and you know what your state requires, and now you're ready to shop. So let's start at the beginning. If you've got a newborn, you're not going to be able to leave the hospital without a car seat, and for most parents that means an infant car seat. All of these infant car seats are rear-facing, and in fact the NHTSA recommends that children stay in rear-facing car seats for at least 2 years. One great feature of many infant car seats is the ability to connect the seat to a base and then lift it off. This serves two very useful purposes. First, it allows the base to stay secured in the car at all times. But what parents love about this is that it's very easy to lift the car seat out of the base and carry it without waking the baby. This is a terrific asset. Many rear-facing infant car seats are snap-and-go compatible, which means these become instant travel systems. That's something that's super handy for parents. Once you've dealt with the basics, there are a few other things you should consider. As I mentioned earlier, all car seats meet high national safety standards, but you might look for other additions such as infant inserts that hold floppy babies more steady and adjustable cushioning that allows you to fit the seat to your individual baby. Portability is another key feature. You're likely to be carrying this seat a lot during baby's first year. Because they're primarily designed to protect baby when you're driving, many of these seats are often bulky and comparatively heavy. You'll definitely want to try these out as you're shopping. Ease of installation is important, but for the most part, when you have a base for an infant seat, you're not going to be doing that every day unless you switch cars on a regular basis. Seats that use the latch system are generally easy to do, and many have a click that lets you know they're installed correctly. Some seats even have level indicators to let you know when a seat is at a correct angle. Whatever seat you choose, it's always a good idea to have your installation checked professionally. Most important though is ease of use. Definitely try out the straps and connections in the store. You'll want to find a seat that makes getting your baby in and out as easy as possible. Don't be shy about taking plenty of time to figure out how you can do this. And remember, most stores don't display car seats at the same level you'll find in a car. When your child eventually outgrows the infant car seat, the next step is most likely going to be the convertible car seat. These allow the child to be rear-facing for up to 2 years. That's the recommendation of many safety experts. When to switch from rear to forward-facing, however, is going to be a matter of the individual child's height and weight, and that's where the convertible car seats come in. As with infant car seats, all convertible seats meet or exceed the minimum safety standards set by the government. But beyond that, there are lots of different variations. And remember, this is something you're going to use for quite a while as your child grows. Some of the European brands allow for kids to ride rear-facing for longer than many of the US models, but it is important to note that even with the 2-year guideline, when to turn your child around is an individual decision. Prices for these seats vary widely, and mostly that has to do with the various additional features. As with many consumer products, the more bells and whistles you want, the more you're probably going to pay. When it comes to passenger protection, really your most important feature, look for side impact protection. This can come in various forms, either as well-engineered padding or mechanical features. Overall, though, you want the child to be held snugly but comfortably in the seat. Some seats tout a steel frame for extra stability. Also with the infant seat, ease of installation is a consideration. Again, if you're not moving the car seat regularly, this is a one-and-done scenario for the most part. More important is how easy it will be for you and then your child to get into and out of the seat. And then we're down to the individual features. As we said, the more features, the more you're going to pay. So in many cases, it comes down to questions of personal taste and, of course, budget. Finally, many of these seats come with major bells and whistles, cup holders, and overall design, for example. You'll also pay more for brands perceived to be luxury brands. If these are important to you, then go for it. However, you can expect to pay as much as $800 for all these features. If you're budget conscious, you can get excellent seats that offer all the functionality and safety features without a lot of frills. One last word. While we have talked a lot about safety and ease of use for parents and caregivers, we also want to keep in mind the child's comfort. Fabric finishes, ability to adapt to a growing child's frame, and other issues factor into your final choice as well. The good news is that for both infant and convertible seats with safety a given, you can focus on what will make the best possible travel experience for you and your child. You can see individual reviews of infant and convertible car seats at TTPM. You should also subscribe to our YouTube channels to find great reviews on baby gear, toys, and so much more. This is Maria for TTPM.